morning, everyone. Welcome to Blue Sky Live's day trading stream. Today is January 16, 2026. The time is 8:05 a.m. CST. We're about 25 minutes from market open. Please be aware that this stream is for educational purposes only. Investing money in the market can and most likely will lead to you losing money. So please use money that you are willing and able to lose. And do your due diligence. No trades here. It's all for information. You guys take your own trades. So if you want to read more about that disclaimer, please check it out at the website at bluesky.pro. All right, cool deal. We've got that over with. Disclaimer. Let's get on with, let's do our market levels for the morning. Wait a minute, why is that still on there? It didn't. I don't know why that's on there. One sec. Disclaimer should have already closed. And there it is. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and go over our levels for the morning. Let's see. All right, gold level for the morning. We've got a breakout level of 4,653. Your first take profit on that breakout level will be 4,670. Sell the reversal at 4,639. Buy the reversal at 4,609. A breakdown spot of 4,594. And your first take profit is at 4,577. Yes, levels for the morning. We've got a breakout level of 7,019. Your first take profit on that will be 7,040. Sell the reversal at 7,000. Buy the reversal at 6,963. A breakdown spot of 6,944. And your first take profit will be at 6,913. NQ levels for the morning, got a breakout spot of 25,920. First take profit on that breakout will be at 26,045. Sell the reversal at 25,813. Buy the reversal at 25,598. A breakdown spot of 25,491. And your first take profit is at 25,365 on that breakdown. And those are my morning levels. I drop each and every single morning. If you guys like those, if you guys are on the intrawebs listening, stop in the Discord because I drop those on the Discord each and every single morning. So don't want to miss that. If you're looking for an edge, some morning targets, they definitely can help. So I try my best to bring you guys nothing but the hits on those levels. And, I hear they're working out for some folks pretty well. I treat them myself. Oh, nice. You started trading gold? Yeah, for sure, Michelle. Gold in the after hours is awesome. You can make some phenomenal money, trading gold. We've got a couple of after hour traders that like to hang out, and Blasky, our coaches, we've got some after hours coaches we just brought into the team, Coach Breezy and Blasky, and they are just tearing it up in the after hour session. So yeah. If you're looking for those, a place to hang, we've got a pretty good group of traders that are hanging within that session. So I popped in the other night. I'm trying not to steal anybody's thunder, though. Yeah, most of you know me. You just gotta act. What are you talking about? You're the one that used to always go to sleep early, ma'am. Remember that? I'd be up trading and you would be crashing out. The funny thing is I was having the convo with my wife this morning, and I was like, I just can't do it like I used to. I can't do, 24 hours anymore. I was like, I definitely can't do that anymore. I'm too old for it. I was up actually super early. I was up around 5 a.m. CST. I've been up like 2 hours. I went to sleep super early at last night. I was tired. I passed out at like 11, like 10:30, 11. I was just like done. I woke up super early yesterday as well. Hey, good morning, LP. Good to see you. Good to see you, LP. Yeah, I was up early for numbers yesterday. We had a few traders that wanted me in about an hour early, so we started off an hour early. We actually ran a super long stream yesterday. The morning session was real long, longer than normal, which was phenomenal. I'm all about that. People want to hang and talk about trading, make some money. You don't have to ask me twice. There it is. Let's reload it. Oh, you have a full stack developer? Oh, well, that's cool. That's cool. That's pretty cool. What are you developing now? Anything cool? You know what? I'm gonna ask you if he can hook you up with the role. Good morning, Luther. Good to see you. Good to see you. Plans to build a trading learning Angular and Firebase right now. I don't even know what that is. Are those coding languages? You got to talk to some of the folks here. We got some really talented folks. We got some in-house developers and stuff like that they might they might love to pick your brain and stuff like that. There's always opportunities here, and especially since you trade. You know, yeah, it's one of the mods to hook you up with the roles. So I'm working on that for you. Yeah, and if anybody else wants to chat in the Discord, all you got to do is open up a ticket with support inside the bluesky.pro page, and they can help you. They will assign the verified role, and then you can ask questions and all that. Otherwise, you'll be limited to the facts and questions section. So we're looking at today. Let's see. The market caught a nice bid at the open. Did anybody see that? I came in and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of heckled at the guys in the overnight because they were trying to trade it, and I took my trade like right here, like 20 minutes after the open. Took my long, and I just gelled in it all the way till right there till like 8:20. It was like 3 hours. It was like a 3 hour trade I sat in. You guys know me though. I'm like patient. I just sat there, put my stop, and I was just like doing other stuff. I was okay. I'm not gonna lie. I was gambling. One way or another. Hey, I love to leverage my money. Forest Peace 010 sent a friend request. Are you in chat with us? I don't see you in chat with us. Well, Firebase is a platform for building web-based apps. That's cool. That's cool. There's so many tools now. There's so many cool AI tools you can use for building stuff. It's pretty fantastic. I've even started building stuff myself. I mean, but do you really need to learn those old coding languages? That's a better question. You know, if you've got such good tools that can interpret what you want, create what you want, then you can copy and paste the error and will then correct the errors it finds. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you really need to learn those languages anymore? Since really it's like a screwdriver. Do you need to take a class on how to use a Phillips screwdriver or, something like just regular tools, standard tools, that no longer need you to know the intricacies of how they work? Yeah. I think that's just better of like knowing the right questions to ask. You're intuitive. Do you know what's happening? Do you know what's happening, right? Yeah, I got you. Well, it's all about knowing the right questions to ask, right? That makes sense. Yeah. Now, don't forget, guys, we've got a holiday on Monday, so we will have a short week next week. Don't expect a lot of movement on the market on Monday. End of day probably. Remember, probably morning session is going to be where it's at today for us in the market. Let's focus on, making money in the early session because what do we like? We like margarita Fridays, right? We like having margaritas by lunchtime, right? Toast tapping because we made so much money. We're calling it a day early. And that's what we're doing this Friday again, right, team? What's up, low battery guy? How you doing? Man, your battery's that low. You need a charger, my friend. You need to charge up. Hope you're having a good morning. Welcome to the stream. And keep catching a nice bid here. 10 minutes into the open. Or 10 minutes before the open. I'm sorry. We'll make that clear. People like, what? I figured it out. Somebody was trying to scam me out of my. That was a scam message. Oh, my God, these bots, these people trying to scam me on DMs all the time. You guys be careful. Be careful because there's always like scammers sending messages and stuff. Just charted a couple of the gold levels clean. Yeah, gold. I love gold. Well, I really like to trade gold on days that gold and silver have zero DTEs. Today being one of those days. Gold, I think we might see some selling action into the morning session, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, so early. If you really notice gold, only thing gold has done is ranged all morning, since the overnight session, coming out from 5 p.m., sold down into support, into some prior support. If you notice, we tapped into like Thursday's lows, popped back up as usual, and look, we're coasting again. And on the 2-minute, we're just dancing around the 200, just consolidating, so you guys be careful with it. They might just cook it most of the day and not let it go anywhere. I'm hearing a lot of people want to short this right now. So a lot of short interest on gold. So that's one thing I am aware of. Like I said, I want to start early. I want to get my trades early and I want to be done before New York lunch. Let's make that a goal for today, team. Let's make some money. All right. We're about 8 minutes away from open. Let's take a look at Bitcoin, see what Bitcoin has done to me overnight. You guys are probably sick and tired of hearing me complain about Bitcoin every single morning. Michelle, you wouldn't even believe it. I've been complaining about Bitcoin. I'm swinging positions. You would be proud of me. You would be so proud of me to know that I'm swinging positions. It's happening though. I'm in a pretty stacked position on Bitcoin right now for February 6th. So I'm like $3 out the money on Bitto. Now I'm not. I'm a swing trader at heart. I am. I want to swing because I don't want to trade a bunch of times. I want to be in, it's like a kite. I want to just put the kite in the air and just sit back, have it on the string, be chilling, drinking my Corona, that's what I want my trade to be doing. I want it to be flying high. That's what I envision in my mind, and that's what I shoot for. That's the trade I shoot for. Some people might call it a home run. I don't think it's a home run. I think it's just, that's specifically what I'm looking for. That's what I'm hunting for. You have to have a trophy you're after, right? If you're a hunter in anything, if you're a basketball player, what are you shooting for? Threes, right? Exactly. You're a sprinter, you're going for the 100-yard dash, stuff like that. And that's what I'm doing here when I'm trading. Kick back, trail your stop. Exactly. You know me, I hold some stuff for a long time. Stream it. The community have seen me. They've seen me hold some trades like real long. Most people are like, man, they would have gotten out. And I'm just like, But I just like that, having one contract and just making like a ton of money on it. What I need to do one of these days is scale into one of those. 15-minute orb's been working out great for us, been doing it this whole time. Ooh, man, we're getting some selling here now. The Russell pushing, fighting to push upward. NASDAQ starting to get some selling in. But yeah, orb 15-minute, been working great. It is so funny though. We've been using it for such a long time here. I've almost been with Blue Sky for a year now. I'm maybe like 2 or 3 months away from being here a year now. So I'm super excited about it. I'm super proud of it because I love being here. Anywho, how the market just seems to always kind of just stay in that trend. It always seems to stay inside that range. Never goes too far from it. It doesn't deviate very far. I don't know if my son got that. I hope he did. Hold on 1 second. Dang it. You didn't get it. My younger son is turning into a little entrepreneur. He set himself a SLR camera, and we just got him a better one for his 15th birthday. And he's starting to get like little gigs to do photography and stuff. So we're doing like car photos and stuff like that. Super cool. Yeah, I'm learning to skill in now. I have to rewire my thinking some. I think. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I really do appreciate you. And I wouldn't be able to say I would be here if it wouldn't be for the community. So everybody's been super awesome, though. We got 3 minutes till the open. Market is starting to test the prior day orb. Oh wow! Look at that push. That's a heck of a move there on the market. We're getting real pampy here into the open. Getting some nice moves here in the open. Let's take a look at gold. Gold actually dipping down 0.337. Hey Michelle, you've got that roll now. So if you want to type in chat, you can actually type in the chat now. Thank you, RQ, for that. I appreciate you. There she is. There she is. See, that's one of my trade buddies. Michelle, how long have we been trade buddies? Like 2 years now? It's got to be like 2 years. A long time, right? Definitely a long time. You know? It feels like it's been more than 2 years. It feels like it's been more than 2 years. Okay. I got you, bro. I got you, IQ. Sorry about that. I don't know. I don't know. Good morning, Ace. Good morning. Good morning to everyone in Discord. Good to see everybody starting to stroll on in, pop on in for that morning bell. We're just a few seconds away from it. We're 15 seconds away from the opening bell. Good luck to everyone today. Remember, it's Friday. Let's keep those trades tight. Let's not get tilted. Let's make that money early so we can call it an early day because it is Margarita Friday. Let's go, team. Let's make some money. And ding, 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 there's your bell. A bit of a rejection there on the market. Ooh, slow start. Oh, looking at Bitcoin. I'm bouncing off that prior orb high from yesterday. What you trading today, Ace? What you got eyes on, bro? Where is my... There it is. Tesla's ripping to the upside. Rejection there on NQ, but it's going. Get that 4 hour support resistance spot at 25,875. Can we break these ranges and finally just get going? Tesla's still ripping. See what else is ripping to the upside. Intel ripping to the upside. Huge candle push.